So apparently, I posted a picture that was posted by Lil Nas X. And before I even get into my thoughts and your thoughts, whatever, I want you to understand this. I don't have no issue with the LBG, TQRST, whatever letter, alphabets, and numbers. I don't have no issue with that. I know people like this is like a white person saying, well, I have black friends. I do have members of my family that are in that community, live that lifestyle. That's who they are. So it's none of that. And I also, when Lil Nas first came out, was a huge fan of how he brought people together. How that one song, Old Town Road, made everybody feel good. Old people, young people, black people, white people, kids. And I was of the notion that he was a PG-13 type of motherfucker. And that's because that was how I was introduced to him and his music. And with that said, I'm pretty sure that Lil Nas embraced the fact that people looked at him as a role model, embraced the fact that kids loved and looked up to him. And not to say you can't love and look up to anybody of the LBG community, but it's just disturbing to some people, including myself, when what one image you have of someone switches up. And then as I thought deeper into that, I said, but wait a minute, what's the difference between a Disney star like Miley Cyrus, where you look at her as this squeaky king little girl, whatever, and then she says, you know what, that's not who I am, or that's who I was. Now I'm a grown-ass woman. I can make my own decisions and do whatever I want. And with that said, we've seen the transitions of some of those childhood stars where it just took a minute for us to realize, wait a minute, this who this person really is. That was my situation. Knowing the influence that Lil Nas has in the LBG community with kids and everything, when certain people like that do certain things, it's different. And there are people that are ignorant. There are people that just don't have an understanding. And this is by no means me making any apologies about anything I've said. In stand-up when Lil Nas first came out, I said that one of the things I respect about him is that he owns who he is. One thing I respect about him is that when it was when it became news that he was gay, first thing he said was like, I thought it was obvious. He said obvious. Anytime somebody say obvious, they probably gay. He said, I thought it was obvious. I was like, okay, because usually when someone in the gay community, they come out, that's probably the hardest thing for them to come out because they don't want to be judged. People treat them nasty. In some situations, people commit suicide, whatever. When he came out, I knew that that was a sign saying that you could be whoever you want to be. And I even respect the fact that he sent out one of the most gangster gay tweets I ever seen a gay nigga tweet, when he said, the next one of you niggas say anything disrespectful to me, I'm gonna kiss you in the mouth. I was like, this nigga is everything Jussie Smollett wanted to do. The gay B, the gay Tupac. I respected that. And to this day, I respect how he controls the media. Everything that he does, similar to what Kanye West does, is calculated. All of these situations come out, we got an album. I respect that. I respect the fact that you went from Taco Bell, working for Taco Bell, now to being an executive for Taco Bell. But is it wrong for somebody that doesn't understand all of that to be thrown off? That's all it is thrown off. What are your thoughts? And I wanted to talk to Lil Nas about that. Let me see this nigga pick up. Probably blocked me. Are people overreacting? I know he posted one tweet. He said, "It's crazy how motherfuckers say, I want all attention, but also give me the attention." What are your thoughts? I tried to get him on the live. He won't go. I don't know what his tone is. Yeah, but he's gonna win. He's gonna win. Anybody gonna say bless you? Y'all ain't shit. What are your thoughts? I want to hear. He tweeted, did he block me? Oh man, nigga probably. Looks like Lil Nas probably blocked me. But what are my thoughts? Is it overreacting on people's? Is it overreacting? Is it disrespectful went to women that understand how sacred and how blessed you are to be able to have a kid? Is it a mockery of them? Does it make them feel bad? This is not all of my opinion. I want to hear your opinion because my opinion doesn't really matter. I'm going to state my shit. It's always going to have a funny undertone. And why this nigga, this nigga tweeted me. I'm trying to see. I'm just a man who's... Oh, I know some LBG.
What is that?
One of my children's, one of my LBGs, if she pick up. Hey,
Her.
you know, like you are like my go-to LBGT. Okay, first of all, let me get the letters right. Wait a minute, LBGQT, right?
TIA plus.
What's a plus?
Well, now it's like anything that falls under the spectrum because now you have non-binary, you have transsexual, intersex, asexual, pansexual.
Is it all right? Do they like, you know how you go to the store and you get you can get a copy or a scanner or all in one? Is there one all in one letter? Is there one say I fuck anything and everything? You're all in one. You're all in one.
Almost no.
Nah, you ain't no all in one. You ain't heavy. You heavy on one side. You dabble on another side every once in a while, but when it comes down to it, nigga, So and I talked to you about this, right? And I post stuff, and I think I've posted stuff, and you've corrected me, or you said, well, you don't know what you're talking about, whatever. But is it wrong for someone to be upset with the images that Lil Nas is putting out there after we fell in love with him as somebody else?
I don't think it's wrong. I mean, I think he's living in his truth. And you stated it perfectly, like with Miley Cyrus or Britney Spears, all these people that we thought we saw on the Disney Channel. We saw them on the Disney Channel for years. We thought they were goody two-shoes, and then here they come. They turn into like alcoholics and drug addicts and, all in the club partying, doing bumps off asses and shit, So it's like it's an expectation that we had about these pop stars, and then they grow up and want to live their lives.
So are there any type of images that kids shouldn't see? Now, people always say, you know, they make the argument, Jamie, it's like, well, your kids should be doing this. Your kids should be doing this. You should be teaching your kids. First off, it's going to be hard to keep your kid away from YouTube. It's going to be hard to keep your kid away from the phone. It's going to be hard to keep your kid away from what people are talking about in recess on the on the playground. It's so easy for people to say, yeah, well, your kids are so-and-so. But in certain cases, and I want to be the most influential person in my son's life, but in certain cases, it's these other things that are more powerful to our kids than actually being a parent.
Well, I guess that's why there's blocking. You know, you have the settings on your TV, on your telephone, those type of settings to keep your children off it. Unfortunately, we're in an era, in a time where social media, YouTube is so accessible, and you just have to put parental guides on them. I mean, I think it's up to you as a parent to control what your child watches, what they look at. I mean, half these baby mamas these days are in the streets themselves, listening to Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, and I love them all, but I mean, they talking about wet pussy. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
no problem. I talk about wet pussy. I talk about wet pussy for 10 days. And I talk about how you was a fan of being older. I'm more into the drier pussy because the drier pussy has more responsibility and care about your health and well-being. More wet pussy don't care about your mental state. Dry pussy is like this. Are you okay? How are you feeling today? But usually the wetter the pussy is, the less connected into your mental.
That's true.
Another question. Why is this? Another question. Like, I posted my shit, and I never, you know, and, you know, I think, you know, I used to be homophobic. I ain't gonna front. You know what I'm saying? As most people my age were.
Were you homophobic, or did you just not understand and you were not?
I think it was an, I thought it was an understanding, but any of that, any misunderstanding, your people put it in a boat as homophobic. You crack a joke, they can't wait to say you're homophobic. You know what I'm saying? It's like quick. And my thing is like this. Lil Nas retweeted something I did, right? And it was no hate or no malice when I said and I posted what I said. But now the way they, like, that community, the way they coming for me is like they like more vicious than the person they think is vicious to their community. Why are these motherfuckers so mad and want to just say fuck you all together because you have a misunderstanding or whatever? I'm curious. Because we know we got power. I
know, but I think too, like, well, first of all, I think a lot of times with comedians, I think it's a tough road because number one, that's your job, that's your life, that's what you do. So right. You make jokes all the time. So I think if people take that with a grain of salt and not get offended, like it's a joke, you know, right. like let it trickle off your back. I think to know you, I know you're not that person. So. And I think like the gay community, they take it so hard, especially the black gay community, because on top of being a black,
oh my God, I'm gonna tell you who I don't fuck with that came for me, the Barbs. The Barbs, nigga. I did a joke about Nicki Minaj and them motherfuckers put clown faces and gunshot. Them niggas is vicious.
I did one tweet about Nicki Minaj, and them motherfuckers was in my tweets for like 3 days straight harassing me. I said, never again. Never again.
Right. But should people, because sometimes it could take up too much real estate in your brain. Should people not care about it? Should people not care?
I think he knows what he's doing at this point. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's the shock value. I mean, and at the end of the day, we all know men can't get pregnant. It is Photoshopped. So again, it's like teaching your children, like, okay, this is a joke or whatever it is. If you have those conversations, I don't think it should offend anybody that much. Like,
but I'm gonna tell you, these motherfucking kids are so fucked up right now. It's like I know it doesn't make sense. And even though I said what I'm gonna tell my son would look at that and be, here's the thing. This is the thing. My son would look at that. I guarantee if I show my son that picture right now, he'd be like this, Daddy, this can't happen. But do you think that some kids are like, it may sound crazy, but I think like, well, maybe, I know that's biologically impossible, but man, I'm so goddamn confused.
But I mean, is that a conversation that you can have with Austin? Like where it's like, hey, it's just a joke, or it's just, you know, it's a costume.
Right.
I mean, because at the end of the day, that's what it is. He got dressed up in a costume. I mean, when Halloween comes around, guys get dressed as women all the time for Halloween. So it's like, he really just got dressed up for in a costume as for shock value because he knows everybody's coming for him
Right.
right now.
Right.
So I mean, that's
But
what
what's
it is
that thing?
too.
It was that. What's that thing around the head?
It's
What's
like
that?
that bait. It's like the bait. You know, like
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
baiting everybody to just like, oh, you guys, I'm just gonna keep egging you on, keep egging you on. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like you on the breakfast, kind of like you on the Breakfast Club.
Oh no, I come on. That's an all-out assault. That's an assassination. That's it. So what? So why? What gets people so riled up? What are people riled up about?
I just think again, I think that especially like we were kind of taught that this is not right, like that men kissing men is not right. When in fact, if it does not pay your bills, if it's not harming you physically, like why does it matter if two men love each other, if they're kissing on each other, whatever it is? If you don't like it, just turn the TV, turn the page.
That's true too. I guess I'm just still thinking like I just know the nigga as a cowboy. That's it, right? I liked him on the horse. I liked it when his music was on
You
Kid
liked him on
Bob.
the horse?
Yeah, maybe I ride. Well, pause, whatever. Fuck it. He ride, but I guess it's just a hard pill to swallow when you was interested. I guess it's like in a relationship. They show a relationship at the beginning. They show you one thing, and you fall in love with that. Then all of a sudden, it's somebody else, and then you like this. Wait a minute, who is the bitch I originally met? And everybody grow, whatever. I'm not going to give it too much time in my space. It's kind of interesting that I really was. I tweeted him. I said, if you want to talk about it, without any anger, it's not like I'm trying to make a argument of the straight versus the gays or anything like that. It's just that I wonder, does he ever think or ever felt that he had some responsibility to the kids? That's it.
Well, think about this though. Think about this. Do you think maybe now look at this perspective? Maybe he was
First off, hold on, Jamie. First off, somebody said, "Are you mad about Arnold Schwarzenegger?" I'm not mad about motherfucking Little Nas. See, they're trying to confuse it. I'm not mad at Little Nas. It just was shocking because, it's like, I guess he always going to up it. You know what I'm saying? With the Monterio joint, which is the Monterio, whatever that song. It's a great song. The video is interesting, very, very artistic. I just feel like, I'm just like this, okay, it's not going to stop, and that's who he is. So it's nothing about mad at Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's nothing about being mad at motherfuckers that dress up as pregnant men on Halloween, and those only white people. We all know that. You ain't never seen a black person dress up at Halloween pregnant. It's only white people. It's not mad. It's just confusion. And he doesn't owe anything to anybody, right?
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying. Just imagine him, this young star coming out, and just imagine, like, think about the perspective of maybe he was forced into that role. That was never him. Just like Britney Spears, just like Christina Aguilera, they were forced onto Disney, and it was like they were put into this box where it's like, I have to be this innocent prude when that's really not me. I can't even live my life. So
right.
maybe he feels like, dang, I was forced into this to become a star. Now here I am. So now I'm just going to be me.
And there's another thing, going back to some of these comments, there's another thing about the community I don't fuck with, is that they don't understand. Like we were talking about, sometimes people just ignorant. You know what I'm saying? Ignorant because of age, ignorant because of culture, ignorant because of how they raised up. But there's no reason. Like right now, the nastiness come to me. There's no reason to be nasty toward me when I'm talking about this on my forum, talking to somebody of the community, so I can have an understanding of it.
Right.
I always call you like my LBG therapist, whatever. Am I right for feeling this? Am I wrong for feeling this way? And I never come off all fucked up. I'm like, because I want to know. So why these motherfuckers are so mad about motherfuckers that are ignorant?
Well, that's because like, I mean, it's like what you said, it's how we're brought up. It's all ingrained in us from years and years back. I think it's also similar to racism. Homophobia is like, this is what we were taught, is that it's supposed to be a man and a woman. Like there's no other way. You know what I'm saying? So
and for people, it's like, am I homophobic? I'm not homophobic. I just don't like chewing gum that got juicy shit in the middle of it and that shit busts off. Does that make me homophobic? That I don't like to eat the gum that busts off of your mouth? Am I homophobic for that?
No, you are not homophobic.
Okay. All right. I know
you
I
are not homophobic. And again, I look at your stuff when you post it because I think it's hilarious because of the fact that you're not afraid to dip into that end of the pond. You know what
Let me
I'm
tell you
saying?
something. I'm gonna tell you something. We talked about this. I am going to be a part of one of the hottest shows on BET with one of the hottest creators and directors in the game, Lena Waithe, right? And this story follows a young writer trying to find their way in Hollywood that is openly gay, that's struggling to get a name for herself in the business and everywhere. And I play her father in this. Let me tell you something. One of the dopest feelings I felt was when I went on that set, all the people that were hired from every fucking community. And me being older, I'm an old head. Y'all ain't gonna make me feel bad for living every day. But I remember when I first started this business, the only people you saw on set was white people. You saw one or two black people, and you saw white men. They dominated everything. And me, damn near 30 years into this career, I'm seeing the difference. I'm seeing the difference that the LBG community make. I'm seeing a difference that, in particular, Lena Waithe make. Because I know it was her business. When we have this set, we want people from every type of people. Gay, trans, everything. And that was one of the only sets I've been to in a while where it was a true representation of everybody. And
That's
that
how it
made me
should
feel good.
be. And that's how it
That,
should be.
right.
That's how it should be. And I appreciate the fact that you are trying to learn and you
I
called me
told my
asking
I
these
told I,
questions.
I told my agents.
Even
I
about
told
the
my
pronouns. You called me about the
I didn't
pronouns.
know nothing about the pronouns. I didn't know the pronouns. But I told my agents, I just told my agent recently, I said I want to do more gay pride stuff. They said, "Wow, are you gay?" I said, "No, I have pride." And I also said that I feel like I owe the LBG community at least 2 gay pride marches, because when I went to the Black Lives Matter marches, them Yaz niggas was in the first row, the second row, the third row, the fifth row. They had tutus on and they tied their shirt up. I ain't gonna front. They tied their shirt up. I'm gonna show you how they had their shirts at the march. They had their shirts like this. They had their shirts like this. But you know what? They had their shirts. They had their shirts like this, and they was like Yas lives, Yas Black Lives Matter. But it was out there, so I owe it to them. So all that shit about being homophobic, the fuck out of here with that shit. Sometimes people want a better understanding, or educate me without being upset about it. Everything ain't got to be mad because I don't agree with all of your views on life. But
and
let's at least come to a point where we can communicate and respect each other's thoughts.
and that's the whole point, is that everybody can have different opinions. You can like different things, and we can still all get along, still fight the same cause. Because at the end of the day, especially like with Black Lives Matter, is we're black first. At the end
Right,
of the
we're
day,
black
we
first.
all black.
Yep.
And
But let me
so
go see. I know people like this. I always appreciate happy belated birthday, and thank you for keeping me on the straight path and the gay path. Get it? Straight path and the gay path. All right, girl. Peace.
I love you.
Love you too. Hey, so we're talking about, the same shit that probably Kanye did, St. J. Lil Nas, motherfucker drumming up interest to, at the end of the day, sell something. I know that's what at the end of the day. Who want to speak on it? Let's say Gina. There's another lesbian that's about to come up here, y'all. Here she come on. What up? Hey, boo.
Boo.
It's so, you know what?
You call
I'm,
me Boo?
yeah, but boo, I said it in a very sarcastic way. But then,
Oh, change that tone. You know,
I'm,
I want to
you know
ask
what?
you
Can I
something.
say something? Don't do this. Don't do this, Gina. Please don't do this. Don't do this, Gina. Don't do this. And when you want to do this, Gina, take a deep breath. We do this because I know that your heart is cloudy. But this is when you think about me, you want to be nasty to me. This is what I want you to do. I want you to think about the look on your mother's face. Gina, come back. Gina, come back. All right. The look on your mother's face when she know you talking to me on the phone. Come on. No. Come back, Gina. Come back, Gina. I want you, Gina. I want you to, Gina, boo boo,
What is it?
Gina. I want you to go back, and when your mom might have been having a bad day or a bad week, when she look and hear I want you to remember how that woman feels. Come on, So I want you to weigh in, because I know you an internet hoe now. You on everybody's time. This ain't even special. Every other page I go, every other live I go, I see
Are
you.
you following me? Are you stalking me?
Yep, I am. I'm stalking you because I think you got potential. So you said something. How do you
I
feel?
just can I get a word in? Do you ever
Go
stop
ahead.
talking? Oh
Go
my
ahead.
God. Only when you talk to mommy do you stop talking. And even then you run over the telephone. I want to ask you a question. I
Yeah.
see you doing the Black Mafia. You're on tour with Martin Lawrence. You got the podcast, you with Dave. How do you have time to take a picture of somebody? How do you have time? You have such a full life. You have Austin, you
All
have
of that,
Marshall,
everything.
you have all these people.
What do you mean I have time? I always have time. It's part of what I do. Like I do my social media for entertainment. You know what I mean? If something strikes me, I think it's another outlet for me to be funny. But I make time. I make time for everything
I
that's
know
in my
you
life
do.
that's important.
So you're trying to overcome
I
your
gotta ask a
issues
question. How
with
do you make time for you out there swimming and dancing with little tight little white dresses and booty shorts and shit? How do you make time for a retired male dancer nigga named Shaft? Huh? How do you make? You worry about my time, bitch. Where your time at? You make time? Do anybody ask you how you make time for Shaft? What's his go-to song? Genuine Pony? Has he
no,
danced
it's
for you?
Shaft. No, it's Shaft, nigga. I'm trying to tell you. Why you
Okay,
trying to blow my shit up? Oh,
okay,
you
go
ain't
ahead.
shit. You know what?
Go ahead.
You ain't shit. I
Go ahead.
told you that I was kind of talking to somebody whose name happens to be Shaft. And he used to be a stripper. But that
Right.
was a long
I hate you. Are people be overreacting? Hey, Gina, are people overreacting? Should they just look at Little Nas as him being himself? Is a publicity stunt? So what? Y'all got excited about it, but at the end of the day, I'm going to get streams. I'm going to sell records. So we
First
just
of all,
leave it
it's
at
none of
that.
your business. It's none of your business. He got y'all fucked up. It's none of your business.
No,
Do
it's not.
people care that you do people care that you don't have shoulders? People don't bother your shoulders. Do people care that you look like an old man? People don't bother you.
Yo,
People
I
don't
don't
bother
put
me.
these shoulders, nigga. What is this? You,
Nigga,
these.
please. You ain't got no shoulders. Shoulderless. People don't fuck with your toes. People don't bother your
All right,
toes.
I ain't worried about.
You
I'm
know.
sure. I got show. Guess what else I got? I got a hook. All right, you know about that. You know about the hook. Bye, bitch.
How do I know about that?
Bye,
How do
bitch.
I
You
know?
know what a hook is. You know what a hook is. Stop playing games with me, Gina. Beat it. All right. This conversation, I don't know where it's going. Who want to chime in? I'm not even mad. I'm just curious. I try to get a little Nas. He won't answer the shit. He too big for me. Are people overreacting? Should we just say to ourselves, you know what? Lil Nas is not a cowboy. He never was a cowboy. Lil Nas is everything. Speak about my brother. My older brother gay. Everybody know my older brother gay. Right? But guess what? He ain't one of them sensitive motherfuckers. And I'll tell you this. I used to be concerned about talking about him on stage. I was like, oh man, is he gonna get mad about this? And I remember one time he saw me at a show. He came to me at the show. He said, bro, I think you holding back. I know you kind of concerned about what people would think, whatever. He said, but fuck that. He said, next time, go deeper. He said, go deeper. He said, go deeper. He said, go deeper. And my reply to him was like, nigga, I know you know about going deeper. About going deeper. I'm going about deeper. I'm going about deeper. So does that answer your question? And my brother used to have a crush on Charlemagne until Honest came up there and bitched him. And then my brother said, I don't fuck with them punk ass niggas. The niggas soft. And then he fell in love with fucking Mos Def, Yasin Bey. That's what it is. That's what it is. My son had a crush on Charlemagne. He squashed that. Now he fuck with Yasin Bey. And I keep, every time I see Mos, I tell him he don't want to hear it, but he like, what? I was like, yo, my brother still fuck with you, son. Next question. Any other question? Shut up. You negative niggas think the only way you can get attention is with negativity? Well, you're absolutely right. All right, who gonna go? Okay, hold on. What? We live. Motherfucker eating fried fish in the car.
Booty?
What up, son?
What's up, fam?
What's up, young Maxwell? I know you. You're a comedian, right?
Yeah. I
I
see you
see.
around.
I
I
see
saw
you.
the improv on Monday. I saw the
Huh?
improv on Monday. I
Oh
saw
yeah.
you at the
What's going
improv
on,
on
bro?
Monday.
What's going? So what you think,
Chilling,
man?
bro.
We can't say nothing without being homophobic. We can't have an opinion without being homophobic. How you feel about it? Did Lil Nas pull an old switch of rules? Should we not give a fuck? Because at the end of the day, I really don't give a fuck. I wish the man
Hey,
the most success he can get. But it's just curious. It's like I guess I'm just still shocked. Maybe that's it. Maybe I just get shocked. That's what it is.
yeah, you know what I think? Uh, I think he's smart. He's putting up all these stunts. It's working.
Right.
All kudos to my boy, man, Lil Nas X, man. Do his
Man, I hate
thing.
your
Make.
motherfucking hair. I hate your hair, nigga. I hate you hair motherfuckers, man. Damn, I had
Hey.
that shit. If I had that shit right there, nigga, I would be Lil Nas. Go ahead. Go.
Yeah, but you know what's funny about Lil Nas X is every time every time I go on social media, that's when I see all this discussion about it. When I'm not on
Right.
social media, I don't care, and I
Right.
don't I don't hear about it. As soon as I get on
Right.
social media, people on social media bring so much time to their hands, and they're just talking about whatever they see on social media. I'm like, let that nigga live, let him do his thing, because
Yep.
he doesn't bother me, because I don't give a fuck. I go do mics, I go do shows, I go
Right.
hang out with comics. As soon as I open up my phone, motherfuckers talking about Lil Nas X. I'm like, let that nigga live. He's smart though. He's slick. He's smart.
He's got that motherfucking Kanye West shit going on. He's got that motherfucking who else another one of the motherfuckers with something pop? I can't think of it. He's definitely got that Kanye West. Like it is so easy. Like right now, and the reason why I'm even talking about this because people are talking about it, and I'm in the business of talking to. Come on, man, put his shirt on, man. What the fuck are you doing, man?
Man, you don't even see my body, man.
But I mean, niggas don't want to see all this shit. You did that because Gina said I ain't got no shoulders, nigga. Now you want to show your goddamn shoulders. I hate you fucking fake ass supermodel
yo,
face ass
yo,
niggas, man.
yo, no. You know what's funny? When she said you ain't got shoulders, I was rolling. That was funny.
Yo, you thought
Yo,
that was funny? Now I'm over
yo,
here trying to
yo.
make. Now I'm over here trying to make some shoulders, nigga. It's too late.
Hey, you know what I ain't got a shirt on? Because I'm
What?
a broke ass comic trying to come up, and I live in a small ass apartment, no AC, bro. It's hot.
Right? But guess
That's why I
what?
ain't got
I
it.
asked you this question, but I tell you what thing, just by your energy, you feel happy because you know that that's not going to be your life forever, and you know that you're going to get to something. And I tell people in this
Facts.
business, if you get in this business, they like, what I need to be able to do, what's the training? I was like, learn how to, if you can be happy broke, you're going to be good. Because a lot of
You
motherfuckers
know,
can't be happy broke. If you can be happy broke, and you know you got potential, and you know you got skills, it's only a matter of time before you connect those dots.
bro, you hit that nail on the head, bro. I'm super happy.
Right.
But I know all big comics do all where I'm at right now. Just doing your thing, trying to get better. But I do believe I'm not gonna be here forever. And you hit that. My boy was like, "Nigga, you always happy? Yeah, comedy." I was like, you know what, nigga, I'm African. I have a roof over my head. Of course I'm happy.
Right.
And I know this is not
Right.
gonna be forever. You know what I mean? And I love
You
doing
create your,
comedy.
you
I really
create,
do.
That's good. You create and control your own happiness. Let me get to some other people, man. I appreciate it. Good luck with everything, son.
I see it, brother. Thank
All right, peace. Hey, who's up? We all up. All right, let's see. Who wanna go live? Who wanna go live? Anybody wanna go live? Anybody wanna go live? Lord Nas ain't got no time to go live. Yo, you know what? I called 3 influential people today, and everybody sent me the voicemail. God damn it, nobody got no time for me. All right, this is not anger. Barb's, calm the fuck down. Barb's, just chill. Angry motherfuckers. What up,
What's
son?
going on?
What's up with
Hey,
all you niggas with y'all shirts off, man? This ain't Michael Blackson page,
nigga, I
man.
ain't got my fucking
Oh,
shirt off.
my fault, son. All right, what's poppin', son?
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I just got on your live. Whatever we talk about, man, I'll talk about it. What's the topic?
You don't know what we talk, man. I want to talk to you. You just got on there. I
Come
don't
on,
want to hear that
son.
shit.
Come on, son.
Beat it, man.
Come
No,
on.
I don't want to hear that. I want to talk to my manses. Hold on, where my mans? I got a manses. Producer Stewart. Hold on. This nigga could answer all the questions if he pick up. All right. This motherfucker pick up, he can answer every goddamn question. Hey, Hey, El Paso. Hey, El Paso. Pittsburgh, what's up? Pittsburgh checking in. Hey, don't know what your thoughts are. Hey, don't be mad. Let's talk about it. Hey. All right. This is a long conversation about nothing. At the end of the day, I'm not mad at anything. You know, sometimes people need more of understanding. It doesn't really matter. It was just curious. I'll just say initially, I'll just tell you this. Initially, when I saw the photo of Lil Nas being pregnant, the first thing I said, God damn, nigga, all right, nigga, we get it. Enough is enough. Damn, nigga. This shit out of hand. Then as I think about it more, who gives a fuck? Live your truth. Live your life. Do your thing. Peace.